Welcome back, everyone. Yes, with another live show. It is, yes, what we normally do on a Friday night, but I've had to move it to today instead. But yes, it is PD's football live show on the channel tonight, and we've got quite a few things to talk about as well on tonight's show. Definitely, of course, we've got to talk about that absolute pile of horse shite that we watched yesterday between England against the USA. Yeah. If you haven't checked me live match review, go and feel free to check it out as well. And we're also doing it on Tony's channel as well. And we have plenty to discuss about that absolute horseshite of a performance against USA yesterday. Because it was that bad to watch. So there. Look at other things to talk about as well. I'm hearing Newcastle are planning to add more recruitment into the football club as well, which I'll discuss at some point during the show as well, because there's been some news brought by Fabrizio Romano about that. So I'll read that some point during the show about what he's come out and said. So, yeah. Cristiano Ronaldo, I think we're going to talk about him as well, because his Manchester United career is now officially over and he's not going to be going back there anymore. So his time there is finished. Since when this World Cup starts, he'll be on the way to the verge of looking for a new club as well, definitely. We all know what happens when we have an hour of the show, of course. And of course, get those comments about Jurgen Klopp, Mr. Teeth, and any lookalikes as well you think you might have got in store for tonight. Fire them away as well, definitely. So you are. Of course, if you do enjoy tonight, of course, you please do hit the thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, if you join the content, you're not yet subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button, because it really, really is help growing the channel, definitely, as well. So please do hit that subscribe button. Really, really appreciate if you could do that. Hit the notification bell as well. It will let you know of any live shows or when any recorded videos that have been uploaded to the channel as well. Feel free to donate. We have Super Chat available as well. So hit the $sign and you could donate to the channel. Feel free to become a member as well for just 99p a month as well. So that if you hit the join button, you can become a member of the channel as well. And of course, if you would like to pay on tonight's show, the link is pinned in the live comments. So if you click on there, I'll see you in the waiting room and bring you on the show tonight. So let's rattle through some comments first. Very good evening, Peter. Says Paul, hope you're well, Paul. Joker's in the house. Good evening, Peter. Hope you're well, Joe. Les, evening all as well. So I smashed second Peter. It's on him as well. So nice one. I'll just wait for some more comments. We've got our first guest in the waiting room already. So we may as well bring him in now while we wait for some more comments to come along. Well, there's just another comment coming from Paul as well. Peter, would you do a collaborative show? Yes, I certainly would do that. I think it's great to do collaboration with other people as well. That's what helps the channel, helps channels to grow further as well. So yeah, Tony's in the house. Hi guys, hope you're well, Tony as well. So yeah, right then, let's get Gordon in because he's here and waiting. So let's get him in already. Good evening. How you doing, man?
Not good after that yesterday, to be honest with you.
Well, go on. We may as well. We're going to talk about the first. Go on, get off your chest. Get off your chest. What you want to say about that pile of horseshit performance?
Absolutely effing garbage. But there's no spirit, no fighting spirit in that team. Mm-hmm. Where was Phil Foden?
He should have came on, shouldn't he?
I watched the full game. I was really nervous for the full game. That's the first time I've been nervous for England match for a long time. And when they hit the crossbar, I thought, "Oh bloody, here we go." And then the game was just nothing. England didn't. I think England were looking for the draw, weren't they?
Yep, certainly was, wasn't it?
Because if you look at the attitude of them players,
so wrong, wasn't it?
It was just so wrong. They all play for the draw. Kane was in the own half the whole game.
Yep.
And I just don't know why Wilson's not coming on the second half. That just confusing the hell out of me.
It
Why
does,
Callum
doesn't
Wilson?
it? And
Why
he
Callum
should
Wilson?
absolutely, yeah. It was just absolutely. It was an awful display, to be honest, wasn't it? Just. It was
Was
an absolute dread performance by the lads yesterday as well. I was saying Callum Wilson, he never came on the pitch yesterday, and he
I
should
just
have,
thought,
because Kane offered nothing in that game yesterday.
if that was Callum Wilson, if they played the ball through, he would have run under it with his pace. He would have got it. Now Harry Kane got past that defender, but he couldn't he couldn't run away from him. If that was Callum Wilson, Wilson would have been away from him with his pace.
Yep, could have well done.
Harry Kane's got no pace at all.
No, and I thought Mason Mount, bar the one shot, he offered nothing as well.
Exactly. The whole freaking team didn't. The whole play for freaking Joe.
Yep, I mean, the man of the match, the best player for me yesterday was Maguire.
Exactly. It wasn't for his headers and clearance and all that, we would have lost that game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
You say I agree with that. Maguire was man of the match in my eyes as well.
Best player, would you believe it? Who's been really bad for Man United, but looks so different in an England shirt. And he's our best player yesterday.
It shows you that it's crazy how football works.
Absolutely. Paul says, my idea is you, Barry, Paul, John, Tony, Stephen, as all numbers of me. How many can a stream handle? If you've got the free version of StreamYard, it only allows you about 6, I think. If you've got the full version where you pay the subscription, you can have 10 people on. So you
Well,
Kane is slow. I agree. Kane's not the fastest.
No, he's not. It proved that last night when he ran behind, he couldn't get away. He couldn't get away from that defender.
When I set up new channels, we will use Jordy Nation YouTube to bring us all together. Nice one, Paul. So, but the substitutions we've got to say, Gordon, we're pretty much wrong as well. I don't why Bellingham should have been taken off. No way he should.
No, and why bring Henderson on, not Foden?
Exactly. He's pretty much finished in terms of international football.
What was that about? What the hell was that about? When you got a young
19-year-old Bellingham is.
Yeah, how old is Foden? 21 or something, 22?
Some late early 20s and all that. You could have used him.
He brought fucking Henderson, that's what's 34, something like that.
And to me, he should have brought Mount off.
He should have Mount off, Foden on.
Yep.
Who would take off for Henderson? Instead of Henderson, Calvin Phillips. Why is he not coming on?
Listen, the thing about Calvin Phillips, he's barely played for Manchester City.
Aye. But you never know. With England, he could be different for England. You never know, do you? I just don't know why. On Tuesday night, I don't think I'll be watching that game on Tuesday. I think I just wait till full time.
I think it could be a scrappy. We'll either scrape a 1-0 victory, we could lose the game 1-0, or it could be another ball-fest draw.
I think whether win 1-0 or it's going to be a 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'd rather beat USA.
It's a possibility.
I think if England get a draw or win, if they win, they top the group. But if they draw and rather win, they finish second.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
but I definitely see Iran beating USA.
I mean, coming off the back of a 6-2 win.
Exactly. I was pumped up for that game after beating Iran 6-2.
And we have to go at this game with such a negative attitude and play for a 0-0 draw of all games.
I was watching Adam Pearson's YouTube video about what's that who showed the game? Was to Newcastle anyway. Showed the game live, and the screen went off.
Yeah, I heard about that as well. So there you go.
It's shocking that though, isn't it? When you pay money to watch that.
Even Carlos says why he brought Henderson on.
Exactly.
I don't know. It didn't make sense bringing Henderson on. He's pretty much done for me in international football now. I've got to say he's pretty much he's finished. It should have
It
been
confused,
It should have been 4-0 for Mount.
it confused me.
Telling them to vote on Pierre next one, but he's already Asbury. Okay, fair play, Paul. And Paul, as you all did the Four Horsemen. Yes, we certainly did. They look tired. How the F can you be tired after one game? Exactly. These are professional footballers who get paid thousands of pounds a week by their clubs to go and play football. And these are supposed to be representing their country in one of the biggest tournaments of all time.
It should be honored to represent the country.
Absolutely. And then yesterday they go out and show an attitude like that.
They didn't even. They didn't show. If they wanted to, England could have beat. If England turned up, they played Iran. We could have beat them the other night. Because USA were not. I don't. USA are that good.
Mm-hmm.
We just made them look good by us being crap.
It was just horrific to watch.
It was embarrassing as well.
Yeah, absolutely it was, wasn't it? I mean, if we do like that if we're going to continue to have that kind of attitude, we may as well just pack our bags and go home.
Exactly. I feel sorry for the fans.
They've paid so much money to go out and watch the country in the World Cup, and that is what they get yesterday.
You got the flights, you got the hotels,
you got the tickets to the games.
Then I go and watch that shite last night.
Exactly. It's not acceptable at all. And not to mention the comments Southgate was coming out with yesterday as well.
That was a bit of garbage.
For example, the Phil Foden one. The Phil Foden, he didn't bring Foden on. We didn't feel it was right for Phil in the middle because he doesn't play there for his club. I mean, what a load of bollocks.
He does play for. He play anywhere across the midfield.
He can do, and you can see him drift in as well in the centre, behind either Holland or whoever else is there as well, and he could do that. So why can he not? I mean, I don't get it from this manager at times. I just really don't. And not to mention why he was on about the fans booing Southgate as well. Well, yeah, because that performance was unacceptable. Of course, we're going to boo after a bloody game if the players did perform well. Of course, we're going to give a reaction about it.
And they paid all that money for freaking tickets as well and everything else. And then see that shite. Of course, they're going to boo.
Of course, exactly. It's unacceptable. It's just absolutely unacceptable. Hi, like coffee's in the house. Hope you're well as well. How much do footballers get paid on international duty? I would like to know. It's probably far too much.
Exactly.
It surprised me. It's like the FA have instructed Southgate not to take Kane off. I mean, he should have had Kane off. I mean, what did he offer in that game yesterday? Apart from the one opportunity which he had from a header right at the end of the game, which he headed wide off target.
If that was Tottenham, he would have scored a header.
Well, yeah. What did he offer throughout the game? Absolutely nothing at all.
Zero, zilch, nada. That's what he offered. Zero, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I was so angry last night. I couldn't go on to the show last night because I was just so angry. Because Tony had a photo show after the game.
Yeah.
Like a reaction. And I couldn't go on. I was just so angry.
I mean, if we beat Brazil in the World Cup, we will get smashed. We certainly would get smashed by Brazil.
Oh, God. If we
smash us, Spain would do as well.
Germany as well.
I mean, I think Germany are poor at the moment.
Yeah, but like they say, they will see this match and if we get through this group by miracle, but we should get through the group anyway, because the goal difference as well. Wales, I think Wales need to beat England 4-0 or 5-1.
Yep.
I can't see that happening.
It's when we do get to the knockout stages, it's who we get and what kind of attitude are we going to have going into the game as well.
If we finish second, if we finish second, we play the winner in Group B or Group A.
Yeah, absolutely. But the fact is, if Southgate goes in with this negative attitude on the final game of the group stage
the Netherlands
against Wales, he has to go.
Exactly. We have to go out against Wales now and just go for the juggler and just go for the win.
Yeah, absolutely, we should.
With our draw, we'll qualify. So just got to go
Yeah.
from the start.
But if we just scrape through by the skin of our teeth, I will have no confidence for us in the knockout stages.
No.
Because those teams will be up for that as well. It's mostly we'll definitely get someone from Group A. So
Yeah.
it's not going to be Qatar because
Yeah,
they're definitely mathematically out of the competition. So that, but if it's Senegal, Holland, or Ecuador, it's going to be one of them three.
Oh, God help us, Peter.
Now the fact is, if it's against Holland, I will not feel confident because I think the last games we played against Holland, we've lost. The UEFA Nations League 2019. Lost 3-1. I think we got beat off Holland in 2016, from what I remember as well.
Look, we should get, if you think about it, we're on +4 goal difference. Wales is on -2.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah,
so they must have beat England 5-0 or 5-0 or 4-1. Of course, England conceding how many goals?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm up to with my comments. I like Coffee. Can become a centre of defensive midfielder. Exactly. Players out of position as well.
I just don't know what to say about that England team. I don't know who's going to play on Tuesday night, what kind of formation he's going to play, but
Ankle. To me, if Kane was still suffering from that ankle, he shouldn't have played.
Exactly, he should have played Wilson. I said, why take Wilson to the World Cup? He's not going to. He's already brought him on for what? Last 20 minutes in the night.
I like Coffee. Said they get paid a lot, but in sponsorship deals, fair, okay. Germany should have played Muller as their striker, but they didn't. No, they didn't actually. And look what Japan did. Even and everyone, Lawrence in the house, glad I've been able to watch non-league football in North Shields today after last night, another 0-0 draw. But it was a better than the England game. Okay, fair play, Lawrence.
Exactly.
That was worth watching, even though, but yeah. Southgate played Howe Ball against Iran, thinking he'll get sacked, but it didn't work, so he switched to Bruce Ball, says I like Coffee.
Oh, exactly. Last night's game reminded me of fucking Steve Bruce.
It did, absolutely. It certainly did. Pass it back sideways far too many times. The build-up is slow as anything. We barely created anything as well.
Like on Tuesday night, I'm going to fix something else to watch.
A majority of those fans were left with eggs on their faces come the end of the whistle.
And some sad news from Qatar. A Wales fan died.
I heard about that, so thoughts go out to the family.
Exactly.
Thoughts go out passed away. Yeah. England yesterday was shite. Yes, they were.
Yeah.
Losing or drawing against a team that calls football as soccer is a sackable offence.
Exactly.
Now, the fact is, England have not beaten the USA in a World Cup tournament.
No, all have already beaten them in a freaking friendly.
I mean, what was it? I forget which year it was again. I think we lost 1-0 in that game. 2010. 1-1, where Rob Green made that absolute nightmare of to try and parry that ball away. And yesterday, an absolutely shambolic 0-0 draw. In the Who says John would say, yeah, think we'll beat Wales on Tuesday, then Ecuador in the last 16, possibly. Lost 1-0. It was in the 1950. Yes, it was. Now we remember. Okay. Anyway, let's get another guest. It's good old Chippers.
Chippers.
Hello.
He's finally back on the show as well, Chippers. I know we were saying on Tony's, but come on, got to get off your chest about that.
Before this, we remember how earlier John denied his missus was in a dressing gown, right? I've had a couple of people watch the video over again that it was clearly a dressing gown, right? So John can't get into this. It was a dressing gown, right?
Oh,
I was right. I knew I was right. The lying bastard. He could just admit his missus was in the dressing gown behind him when he was lying. I thought, the dirty bastard. What's he been doing?
Oh, he probably put him in the wrong moment.
Well, he said that at the end. At the end of the show, he went, oh, I'm waiting as entertainer. And I thought, hang on a second, what's going on here? I think Robbie Williams get this out of the way.
Yeah, well, go on then, Chippers. You may as well get off your chest about that pile of horseshite performance for England yesterday.
I'm just pissed. I'm pissed off because he's just a twat, isn't he? I mean, my name says it all now. I just can't stand him. I'm just like the fact, how negative we were. We didn't have winning. Like there was no intent to win the game. Like, and then at the end of the game, he comes out and says, "We missed this in the final third, and we did this." And he's like, "I'm sorry, but the substitutions were too late. Bringing on Henderson to play defensive midfield when we're 0-0. Why? We're not 2 or 3-0 up where you can just do what you want. We need, ideally, if we'd won that game last night, we'd have qualified. So Tuesday night would have meant nothing but pride. But again, he comes through and says the main objective is to qualify. Well, we haven't qualified, you mong. I'm sorry, like if you had the chance last night to get that game won, qualify, and then Tuesday you can rotate. But I'm sorry, his substitutions were wrong. Well, they were too late. They weren't proactive. They weren't reactive. They were just proactive. It was just desperation. And then he comes out and says, like I've said, he was missing stuff in the final third. Well, there was players on the bench like Bourne, Wilson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Walker, Gallagher, for instance, who can offer stuff in the final third, but he didn't bring them on. And you have 3 subs left to use. So it's complete bullshit. He's had all the Nations League to try and try things out and everything like that. But no, he fucked up again because he would keep his favourites in the team. Not to mention the fact that Luke Shaw was fucking dreadful last night. We've only took one left back to a fucking World Cup. I mean, he's played back on, I was going to say Bakary Sagna, but he's fucking retired. It's Bukayo Saka, wing back for the Nations Tournament games. Why? When you've got left backs playing well in the Premier League. It's ridiculous. It's a fucking piss take. It's like Harry Kane last night. I'd rather have had fucking Michael Kane up front because he'd have done more fucking movement. It was fucking embarrassing. It was like watching an old man stroll about the pitch. He's got no legs for international football no more. So for me, he's got to retire, whether people like it or not disagree with us, because he reminds me of when Shearer was at the end of his international career. He can't do both. You can only do club or country. You can't do club and country. So for me, after this tournament, Harry Kane needs to retire, right? People will laugh at it, but in my opinion, his legs have gone. It's quite clear his legs have gone for international football. And I just don't know why he's such a negative prick. And the comes through and says we're centre-halves, we're best players. That's worrying because we weren't even playing a good team. No disrespect to the USA, but they're not that good. When you're centre-halves are your best player on the pitch, it's embarrassing to say that because their centre-halves and their defence should be the best players on the pitch because we should be fucking having a go at them. Pisses me off. And I'm sorry, I've seen the papers today. Not one of them's criticised them. Not one paper's had a go at them. They've called the England performance lacklustre, poor. But I've not seen one person slag off Southgate, which he deserved, because he got everything wrong last night. Oh, what a goal from Messi.
Oh, 1-0 Argentina.
Aye, Messi from edge of the box.
Wow. I mean, the fact is as well, Chippers, imagine if Pulisic scored that chance.
Yeah. Well,
exactly.
If they had scored last night, there was no way we would come back from it. There was no way we were going to equalise. It was just a case of they wasted the chances they had, and there were better chances than what we had, because as far as I'm aware, we had Harry Kane's half chance where he shot it the keeper defender when he should have scored.
Yeah.
Mason Mount's shot, where the keeper saved was Mason Mount, was the only shot on target. Then after that, we didn't have a shot till the 93rd minute, where Kane has a free header wide when he should be scoring.
Why did he duck his head?
That's not real.
That's what I watched that. I was thinking, why he duck his head? Keep your head up and then power the header. You would have scored if you done that. You know?
It's a free header and he's centre of goal and he doesn't even hit the target. He's got to be. I'm sorry, for a player of his level and his goal scoring ability and record, he's got to be burying them. But if you look at Kane's record for England up until the build up to this World Cup, he's only scored 2 penalties. What does that tell you for England? And that was against the 2 Germany games. Hasn't scored any other in the England game. So what does that tell you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, go back to Pulisic. I mean, a lot of people said that they don't think he's a good enough player. I think he's a cracking player. I would like him in Newcastle.
He played
I
good
haven't
last night.
here.
I
I'm
have
telling you what,
Newcastle. Really.
I'm telling you what, he keeps saying maximum on this. Well, now that he would make St. Maximum work for his place because
Yeah.
he's just as good, if not better, than St. Maximum. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I like how he says roll on the floor laughing about Chippers is coming about John just before. The difference between how football and Southgate football is night and day. How always goes out with a positive mindset to win the game. Absolutely,
Exactly.
he does. Like what he's doing with us, you can tell and look at the players are buying into that. And look where we are on the table. The table does not
Exactly.
lie where we're
We're
sitting.
staying if we can won 30 points. We've got our goal difference is brilliant.
Absolutely. This is a good question. Will Isak start games ahead of Wilson once the league resumes?
I think it's all down to if Wilson plays for England or not, and I don't see him playing any more minutes. I really don't, and that's going to, as much as they want England to do well, that benefits us club wise because he'll come back fresh and he'll come back like fit. So I think Isaac will play the Bournemouth game if he's fit, and possibly the Leicester game. But I think the Leeds game, Wilson will probably be back in the starting lineup.
It's a possibility. We'll see. Andrew says Kane shite. He's not the fact is he's not the quickest either as well.
I proved that last night. He couldn't. You ran past that defender, but he couldn't run any further.
Where was the intensity from the Iran game? Exactly, it wasn't there. I mean, you said it. I've said it as well now, Chippers. If we go into this Wales game with a negative attitude, Southgate, he has to be gone, no matter if we qualify or not.
Yeah, it's ridiculous why people are letting him get away with it. And yeah, he's done a good job. I'll not deny that, getting us to a final and semi-final. But did we win them games? Did we win them games? No. You don't get remembered for losing them games. People don't remember the losers; they remember the winners. And that's, if we're wanting to win like this we should be looking to win this World Cup because that should be the next target. And he's not that level. I'm sorry, he's just not.
And the fact is, when we do get so far, and when it comes to that game, we score in front, and then we just sit back, invite the pressure on. Like Croatia, it dumped out in extra time, and Italy, how shit were the penalties?
It's just it's a piss take, man, and people will say, yeah, but he's got well this. Yes, like I said, good on him for getting parts of the competitions. But you also have to look at the two competitions and the draws we had in them competitions. We did have the easy legs. I mean, Shearer said last week, he goes, "Oh, I don't want people to bring that part of it in it," and I disagreed with him there because you've got to bring that part of it in because you've got to. It's who we play at the end of the day. If we get with semi-final because we played a second string, a Germany side who are all in their 30s, we've played a Danish side who are probably on the same level as us. If we've played like a aging Croatia team, etc., you've got to say it's an excuse for because that because what else can you say?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Hi, Sam. England trying to play easy and result. We played shite as one swear. Matt Talkett should have gotten a call up, says Musical Magpies. Oh, Dan Burn.
He's not playing for it. Dan Burn, sure, right.
Totally agree. Chipper, says Andrew. Last night was pathetic. It certainly was pathetic. Kids still on, probably trying to beat Shearer's record. Is he well going to beat Shearer's record at that rate?
The way he's going now, he's declining. It's whether if he wants to play international and England, it won't do him any good because he's playing every 2 or 3 games a week, every week, and the way he's going, if he keeps doing both, then he won't because he'll get injured. It's his body can't do it. Like I think he was injured last night. You know,
if that was the case, he shouldn't have played.
Yeah, well, that's it. But I think Southgate's too much of a yes man. So if someone says they're fit, then he just puts them in the squad. He's like Steve Bruce, simple as.
Yeah. Well, it was like watching Bruce Ball in that game yesterday. The sideways passing backwards, the build-up is just so slow. We're barely getting forward. as well, and it's just an absolute force to watch.
They deserve to get booed because that play like that is in a tournament at a world level is embarrassing and not acceptable.
No, it's just not as well as it. My dad's just started watching YouTube. He came across you the other day and asked me if I ever heard of HD headlock. Wow, I like that. 1-0 Argentina. Oh, there's Tony in the house. Argentina just scored through Messi. Where are you, Tony? Because
Get yourself on.
I bet Tony's probably looking for the lookalikes and things like that to get ready for this.
He's probably watching the video back thinking, "Oh, John actually, our Sam was right. She was actually in that dressing gown."
Yeah, and none of them mention all the traveling vans paying a fortune to be there and forced to watch that crap. Absolutely, yes. We were just saying that as well, Gordon, as well about people spending money on flights, tickets, hotels, the lot.
It annoyed us as well when Kane said at the end, "Oh, we've got to take positive that we've got a clean sheet." I was like,
that wasn't a positive.
No, we're playing the team that's 16th in the world. I just thought you're full of shit. You sound like really Steve Bruce yourself, and you're meant to be England's. How many goals is he away from being England's record scorer? 2 or something.
2, aye.
Villa and Liverpool fans saying Trent should have been on. Trippier did have an average game. I mean, he wasn't the worst Trippier, was he?
No.
But the fact is,
he could have played Trent on the right wing, played both of them.
He could have done, because to me, Trent can't defend. That's the problem with him.
Well,
imagine if Trent did start, imagine what Pulisic would have done to him.
Oh, exactly.
I mean,
you would have torn him apart.
Yeah, hi, Tony. Just spoke to Tony about collab show on Johnny Nation. I take Vinny Jr. and Newcastle to give ASM competition, or from the Brazil player.
I Real Madrid.
Yes, he's
on the scan for shit. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, nice to know that. To Tony, my idea is 10 on screen, all our channels numbers to boost us all. Hi, Gary. Callum Wilson is far better than Harry Kane. If Wilson come on, he would have been up there waiting for crosses to come in the box, which he normally does, and that's what he relies people on to do.
And Wilson would have
been in there. Where there's Kane so far back.
And when Kane tapped that ball forward and tried to run past that defender, Wilson would have got past him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I just don't get why Wilson was off, because Kane should have been off. Should have been substituted. We should have got Wilson on with some fresh legs.
I agree with it, but he didn't look fit.
The World Cup is there for the taking, says Paul. I agree, it is.
It's still 1-0 Argentina. 70 minutes left. I
like Coffee says Paul's haircut for his watch along was the only thing I remember from the US England game. Oh yes, with his wig on, I've seen that. Hi, we're going to do a Facebook Live next few days. I will mention my stream. No problem. Cheers, Paul. Foden needs to come in on Tuesday. Would also look at Stone, Wilson, and Rashford possibility as well.
That's all.
He needs to come on. I mean,
Wilson
Foden is one of the best. I said Phil Foden is one of the best young players, particularly in the Premier League, and Southgate ignored him completely yesterday.
Exactly. And Rashford's good to come on as well.
I mean, he didn't do anything really, Rashford, when he come on, I thought. I've got remits, thought, yeah. Gary says, I wonder how many YouTube channels are regretting doing a watch-along for that. Rubbish last night, lads. I'm glad I didn't do a watch-along for that, which I'm kind of glad I didn't.
Well, Tony done a fan reaction full time. I think it was about 9:15 or something. You done it?
Yeah, it was something like that, wasn't it? So
I could go through that. I was too pissed off with it last night.
Sam had to mention that, says I like coffee. He did. Grealish at least brought some movement when he came on. He did try to create things, but the fact is, it was too late. It should have been a lot earlier, and it wasn't done that. And not to mention, we had 2 subs less, which we could have used as well.
I feel sorry for Foden sitting on that bench. He's probably thinking, "Get me on. I could turn this game around."
You could have done for me. You could have really done that.
Because I've noticed in the Man City games, him and Haaland, they've got that connection.
Yes, I do.
They know what each other's going to thinking at the time. I'm going to be here. I'll be there. Look whose goals this season, Phil Foden as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but again, the substitutions were far too late, and one of them was definitely wrong.
And that
It shouldn't have been Henderson. It shouldn't have been Henderson, and it shouldn't have been Bellingham off. It should have been Foden on and Mason Mount off in that position.
And Bellingham should have stayed on.
He should have done. I mean, what's that going to do to his confidence as well? A lad who's got so much potential ahead of him now, and 19 years old, and Gareth Southgate just hooks him off and replaces him with someone who's pretty much done and dusted in terms of international football.
Yeah, it confused me when I was seeing that yesterday. I was shut the TV. What the fuck are you doing with Southgate bringing him on for him? Oh, God. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, it was just horse-shite to watch yesterday. Great. I've just read that one. I think Kane was rushed back from his injury for some reason instead of trusting Wilson to start. You could tell that was the case, wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't know why they could have played Wilson for 75 minutes or like that, and then broke Kane on last 15.
The fact is, Wilson would have been in that box waiting for a cross to come into the box to try and get on the end of it. That's what he relies on. Well, there's Kane. He's so far back. Where on earth is he?
And then when Kane pushed that ball and tried to run under it, he couldn't run under it, and then the defender caught him. But if that was Wilson, tapped the forward, he would have run under it. He probably would have scored. His pace would have gone there.
I agree. Absolutely agree.
It's just, I don't know. I hope Southgate resigns at the end of this World Cup because he's absolutely shocking.
But it just sounds like Southgate has no confidence in these other players as well.
I feel sorry for a young folk, and I really feel sorry for that
lad. Oh, that's messy shit.
What?
Oh, sorry, I thought my mic was off. Shit, sorry.
Yeah, buzz.
Fuck me. I just had me take me off of that one. It's gone straight with me fucking arse.
What you had tonight, like?
I just had a pizza. Just a margarita pizza.
Okay, fair. I was going back to thingy why he's not using the likes of Foden, Wilson, etc. Do you think, does Southgate not trust these players or what? Because to be honest, we were saying if Wilson was on that pitch, he would have been in that box waiting for a cross to come in for him to get on the end of it. Whereas Kane's just so far back, doesn't get on the end.
Wilson would have offered something where he stretches the defences because he can run at players and get in the channels, be in the box for when balls come in the box when they actually did, because they didn't really do that last night. But yeah, I mean, Foden's created nearly every goal for Haaland since Haaland's gone there.
Yeah. I was telling Peter about Haaland and Foden got that connection, haven't they?
Aye, they've both scored. He scored a hat-trick this season. I don't remember. Sterling scored a hat-trick this season? I don't think so.
No.
Has Saka? I don't think he has. I think has Kane scored one yet? I'm not sure. He might have one hat-trick. I don't know. But why he just didn't? He could have done he could have took Kane off and brought Foden on and just had a false nine if he didn't want to bring Wilson on or something like that. Just freshen it up. Just give fresh ideas so that they don't know what you're doing. Because they would have been prepared for Wilson coming on and things like that. They wouldn't have been prepared for a play without a recognised striker and things like that. But this manager's too proactive. He's not proactive. He's reactive. He just does it when he fucking feels like it, and it's just shit. I mean, I kind of and when the day comes when he will leave, because I'd imagine that's sooner rather than later. I'd imagine it's either going to be Tuesday night if we get thumped up, if Wales knock us out, then he'll be sacked. But if we play, I think the next round will be next weekend. So I think if we get beaten the next round, it looks like we could be playing either Holland, Ecuador, Senegal.
I mean,
Cameroon.
if we get Holland, I'll not feel confident.
No. I can't remember the last time we beat Holland, Euro 96 or something.
It was definitely a while ago, wasn't it? I mean, I think the UEFA Nations League in 2019, we got beat 3-1 off them.
I think
we might have won a friendly in there when before Southgate. I think early in Southgate's tenure, we might have won a friendly in Holland, but that would have been about 6 years ago. So
Wales to qualify. For Wales to qualify, they're going to be England at a 5-0 or 4-1.
Well,
For the goal difference.
I don't see Wales scoring that many goals, thankfully. No. And I think USA and Iran will probably end up drawing, or the way Iran played yesterday, I think Iran might beat USA. So it could be a case of us and Iran qualify. But if Iran win that game and we only draw, Iran go through as group winners and we get the harder draw, that's going to look even more embarrassing.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Similar to my ex's knickers, Kane drops far too often.
What's your missus that we have a chance with her then?
Oh, we don't have. Gary says we don't have any confidence in Southgate, lads. No, we don't.
Nah.
Nobody wanted him as the manager, so I'm sorry, but I accepted him being temporary until we got a better manager in. But then when they made him permanently, they had the ambition. Simple as that.
Hi, Peter. For my plan to wait, you need to tell viewers every half hour to check the most forget gentle nudge. No problem, Paul.
Sorry.
28. I'm not sure what he's. 2018 was our last. 2018 was our last win against Holland. Oh, very fair play.
I think that was a friendly though. I don't think it meant anything.
That's a possibility. Yeah, by the way, but
I'll go and put my dressing gown on and do what John's missus there. I fucking knew he was lying. I fucking knew it. Honestly, could just say yes.
There you go, almighty. But yeah, I mean, is anyone confident we'll beat Wales? We might do, but it might be a scrappy win.
No, that's why I said a draw, because I don't think we will. I think we've peaked far too fucking early under Southgate, and that was the first fucking game.
I think we won 1.
That's what I said.
I mean, if we don't,
I'll tell you what. I am glad to be at work on Tuesday night. I am glad to be at work on Tuesday night because I don't have to suffer through a boring, debilitating, shitty draw, because that's what's going to be.
Well, obviously, when that kicks off, I'm going to watch Netflix till full time. I can't watch. I just can't watch England.
Right. Well, there you are. That's it. Yeah, I just read that. Was a friendly, but I wouldn't be scared of playing them personally. Well, it's the players. How are they going to be up for it if we do get Holland in the first game in the knockout stages?
You might see that, but fucking Southgate will be bottling it because he knows their players are better than ours. Well, if he said like what I'm more worried about is the further we go on in this competition, he'll revert to a back 5 at some stage.
Because he'd be frightened to go for it.
Because we finish second, we'll play. I think if we finish second, we'll play Holland.
Exactly.
Yes, Paul thinks we'll beat Wales 3-0.
Because he's shooting confidently.
I said 3-1 last night. We didn't even have 3 shots on target, so that's down the pan.
I mean, remember the last time we played Wales in a competition, Euro 2016? We scraped a 2-1 right at the end.
Yeah, Sturridge scored the last minute, didn't he?
Yeah.
But the pressure's on them because they have to win.
Keep Southgate away. Keep Southgate stay away from Eddie. Oh, they're not getting Eddie.
Eddie doesn't want the job. He doesn't want to manage England.
Adam P's rage about the streaming event made it a BBC. Wow.
What?
Paul says, hi, Peter. Why are we panicking? Because
that's what I was telling you about before Peter about PD Adams. streaming thing. CX, whatever it's called.
I mean, again, back to Paul's comment because we've got no confidence in Southgate.
I kept imagine I'd done a stream for his YouTube channel.
Yes.
And the TV went off during the game
Oh,
twice, and they put the wrong fucking channels on as well.
oh God.
And the
It
fans
didn't
picked
miss
it up,
much, like, to be fair. To be fair, it didn't miss much.
and they paid like £50
Oh,
a ticket to watch it.
Oh, fuck that. Well, like I said, it didn't miss much. I mean, Jesus.
I mean, do you
There's a
notice
game
a lot of the time when we're in a competition and the game goes on ITV, we don't normally play well.
Is it ITV curse, is it? On ITV on Tuesday as well?
No, on BBC next against Wales.
Is it?
BBC One.
Oh, well, at least there'll be breaks there.
But I see it won all that game. I think around a bit USA.
Joseph says, I don't think Declan Rice is all that, Pete. What would you think about that?
Well, what I will say on that is, why did we play two other midfielders last night when he could? If he was bringing Henderson on, why didn't he take Rice off, go like for like, instead of taking off Bellingham, who's an attacking threat? Well, I know he didn't attack much, but he's more of an attacking threat than what do you call him? Henderson is.
Yeah.
Henderson's a crappy, dirty little mackerel. Shouldn't have been playing for England.
Oh, a goal. 2-0 Argentina.
Oh God! I turned off the fucking score. That's twice that's happened to me now.
Who scored the second?
The number 24, I don't know, because he's like in a huddle. The number 24 for them. I think he's just come on.
Number 24. Let's have a look and find out who he's called.
I think it's Alvarez.
Well, it's Alvarez.
Oh, it's Fernandez.
Fernandez.
Who plays for Enzo Fernandez. Tom was on about, I believe, before. He plays for Benfica.
Yes, Enzo Fernandez.
So, well, there you are. 2-0 Argentina.
I'm on this.
Tom says, true, England's win ratio in tournament games is much bigger on BBC than it is on ITV. It is.
So ITV curse, isn't it?
Alexa, I'll be watching Ireland face something else. I'll watch the full time.
But yet again, the final we had against Italy was on BBC. We still didn't win that.
It was on both.
I was on both, yeah, but
what a goal as well.
Couple of step overs and Bosch top order.
What a goal.
Absolutely. So there you are. Yep.
Things like
Argentina.
Things like Ronaldo like Firmino's.
Absolutely, yes. Hopefully we'll get some more guys in very, very soon. We've just got over 10
Tony,
minutes.
Tony, if you watch it, get your ass on, man.
And we've just got over 10 minutes until we get to you know what as well, which I don't think Chivers is looking forward to. He hasn't seen them for a while, so
how many you got today? Am I going to be on all night or?
There's about. I'll have to count them up. There's not many as what we've had. I haven't got over 20 this time. I know that.
Last time we had over 20.
Well, actually, didn't have many last time because there was barely any I could get.
That was about 7 minutes.
Yeah, there definitely wasn't many at all. I can tell you that.
I think it was about 7 or 9, Pete.
It could have been something like that. But
so you work on Tuesday chips. Chippers.
What?
So you work on Tuesday.
I am on late. It's 10:30 on Tuesday.
BBC prefer BBC's commentators and the fact they don't have ads regardless, says Lawrence. Oh well, you've got another guest, and my God.
Gary is it? Gary is.
It's not Tony.
Glenn Hughes.
There you are.
Oh, bloody heck, man!
He's a fucking radio now.
Well,
man.
right, go on, Archer. Go on, have you seen on that pile of horse shite yesterday?
It was absolutely awful, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, what were we doing in that game yesterday, Archer?
Just didn't know what the players were doing. But when we play Wales on Tuesday, Southgate needs to literally change the play. Well, he needs to rest some players because Harry Kane was shit.
Yeah, he did nothing.
Right, for me, Wilson, you've got to give Wilson a start. Like he's got players on the bench that haven't even had a chance.
Yeah.
Like Phil Foden should come. Phil Foden should start. I would.
Yeah, he
drop,
should.
I would drop Mason Mount for Phil Foden.
Yeah.
Foden, Declan Rice, and Jude Bellingham, and then the forward should be Saka, Rashford, and Wilson.
So you would take Sterling out the game as well for the next one.
Yeah.
But you did think Saka was that good yesterday, Chippers?
Firstly, I want to say I was expecting Archer to attack him wet farts or something because I'm used to that. To say that Gareth Southgate needs to have a wet fart or something or whatever, but no, I don't think Saka was that impressive yesterday. I thought he was quiet and dealt with them pretty comfortably.
Mm.
And whenever he tried to run with the ball, he was like he couldn't run with the ball. So
absolutely, you can tell Sam's looking forward to the fruit picks. He's probably not. Ian says, "Get the turkey on." And Ian says Southgate will play his cronies.
I'll tell you what though, if I had a turkey that looked like that on Christmas Day, I'd be disappointed.
England's best player last night was Harry Maguire.
Why? What were you thinking? Harry Maguire was the best player. Would you believe it?
That's how bad we were.
I mean, we know he's played shocking for Man United, but when he plays for England, he's something else.
It's like remember back in the day when players put their club before their country. He's put his country before his club. Well, to be fair, he's not played for his club, is he? So,
well, yeah, that's it. So,
to be fair, does he really deserve to be in the England team if he's not playing for his club? Probably not. But you know, shit happens. It's just Southgate, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, it is definitely as well. So, but I just don't get it. I mean, Archer, should he have brought Wilson and Foden on? Because he should have.
Yeah, he should have brought Wilson and Foden on. Like,
give them 45 minutes to turn off.
I think Harry Maguire needs to get be dropped to the bench.
Oh, you think so?
Do you mean Harry Kane?
Harry Kane and Harry Maguire. I'd like to see Connor Cordian.
Oh no! No. Oh.
What's
Ben White
there?
If Claudia Cody comes in the team, we're playing a back five because that's all his career. He's only played in back fives. At Wolves, he played in the back five, and Everton, he's playing in the back five. I don't think he can do a back four because he's got no pace.
Yeah,
I'll play Ben White.
Absolutely.
Ben White. Actually, he can play right. He should really be in the England team for the form he's doing for Arsenal with him being top of the league. But you know, it should. Our centre backs really should be Tomori and Ben White because on club form, but they're not.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Joe Linton's in the house and he says, "Chippers, hello."
Stop with your fucking caps, look, man.
Kane could be on crutches and Southgate would still start him. It's embarrassing, really. It really is, isn't it? Sharing to Twitter, no problem. Cheers, Paul. So there you are. What I'm going to read out, because we've got 5 minutes until you know what. Bit of Newcastle news as well. Now, this is from Fabrizio Romano. Now, he's come out and said Newcastle have reached an agreement to hire Paul Midgley as head of youth recruitment, joining from Man City, where he was regional scout. I mean, what do you make of that? More staff in
I don't really.
the club?
More recruitment first I've heard of it.
I never heard of the bloke.
Fair play, but if it's to help the youth, I think that's great.
Yeah, I don't like that. As I say, I can't really comment much because I don't really know much of them. I've never really heard of them, but I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing.
I would trust the owners, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Julian says, "Is that turkey on the bottom left being stuffed hard and wet?"
It's been, Julian, it's been fisted, aye.
England will win sweet FA while Southgate remains in charge, lads. I have to agree. We'll not win anything with him in charge.
No.
I mean, if Southgate was to get sacked after this tournament, who would you have in charge? Who would you like as England's next manager?
My personal opinion, but it probably won't happen, is Bielsa because he's got the Bournemouth.
Yes, I mean, is that still going on? Because it doesn't look like that looks like that's quieting down, is it?
Yeah, I've noticed it's quieting.
Bielsa at Bournemouth. I never even heard the rumour.
He was rumoured that he was going to in talks with Bournemouth.
But
The
last time I heard was in talks with Bournemouth, but that was back on the 12th of this month.
Exactly. So I don't know if talks are broken down or.
Yeah, absolutely. Who doesn't love a good fist in the... Oh, God, says Julian. Lawrence says he will have Tuchel or Pochettino as the next England manager.
That's if they want the job.
Exactly, that's if they want to manage England.
Yeah.
But everybody's got to be better than that, Southgate.
I think Pochettino would look. He said he would be open for any challenge. So,
be interesting if it 10 minutes till the food picks.
Indeed, it is. Yes. So
Tony's bottled it. Tony, you're a bottler. Get yourself on, man.
You might be soon. He's just probably thinking of getting all the stuff ready as well. So even Julian would have Tuchel. Argentina win 2-0. Yep. Why did that USA player wipe his hands on that cameraman shirt?
It's better than wiping his hands on his fucking cock or something, isn't it, though, I suppose?
Ian said he would have John Herdman for the England job. He was currently the manager of Canada.
Can he step up that way? Imagine Canada.
Very weird, says I like coffee. The report of that... yes. Right, wait a minute. Yes, now I remember. The reports of that Bielsa at Bournemouth has actually broken down and O'Neill will be given the job permanently. Yes, it's just got me that. So, right, this is what I like coffee, and I think he's had a Sinclair here, I've got to say. But this would be his next manager for England.
Steve Bruce, is it?
Martin O'Neill.
The bloke's 70-odd year old, man, dude. What about Klopp?
Pete, look at him. Pete.
Oh, Klopp.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Klopp.
Julian says that turkey has a hairy fanny.
Oh, no. Oh.
I'm saying nothing.
Yeah,
right. Ian said Roy Keane.
Hell, man. I will have Gary Neville as well, and bloody Mark Pugac, and bloody Karen Carney, and Eddie Aluko as manager as well. We'll have all the pundits off BBC 90 that are at the World Cup as the England manager, all right?
Hey, Jesus wept. So, And there you go. Well, it is time for you know what, so we'll get into them.
And Laura Woods as well. We'll take her.
Right, I've just counted how many we've got tonight. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We've got 14 tonight.
14?
No, 15 actually. That's not as much as 20 odd. Oh God, Joe Linton, really?
John
He is
Cole.
the best. He is the best coach in England, like, so you know.
Okay. Right, let's get into them, and this is what we've got for tonight. So this is the first one.
Oh, my
who's
God.
having wank?
Right, cheesy nachos at Eastleigh FC
No.
for £3.
Couldn't take and show it.
Steve
No.
Bruce is just ladies Johnny Bravo.
Right, yes or no?
Nah.
No.
Okay, fair play. Right, okay, fair play. Right, this is the next one. This doesn't look nice.
Oh, come
Oh no! What the fuck?
on. What is that? Cheese and I'm not
That's-
sure.
That is pulled pork cheese fries at Beverly Town for £5.
What
No.
the fuck's a Beverly Town? Never heard of them. What? Nah, that's definitely no for me as well. Tango and Cash.
Yes or no?
No.
Nah.
What do you think that looks like to you?
Fucking shit with jizz on it.
It looks like it's like someone threw up in that as well.
It looks like what's just through me fucking arse before.
Oh, right. Next one.
What the fuck? Is that a testicle? Is that testicles?
Oh, those are salt and pepper squid with chips
No.
at Sydney
Fuck
FC
off.
for
No.
£8.50.
No. Next one.
Okay. What about go naughty? Yes or no?
Nah.
Oh, no. Salt and pepper squid.
Okay. So you said no for that one. Right. Okay. Next one.
Oh yes.
Yes, cheeseburger.
I'm gonna have a
Anything
wank.
is-
Be back in a bit.
Oh, what do you think is for this one, Gordon? This has got bacon in it.
Oh,
Yes. Yes. Lovely. Oh.
Right.
Bloody
That,
hell.
it just costs £6, but it's got 3 burgers in that.
I don't care. Just give us it. Just give us it.
Anyone else? Yes or no?
I'll take it, but I'll take the bacon out.
Oh no, man.
Oh, we got Mason, yeah.
Mason.
Evening.
Evening.
Just miss me shit.
Jesus Christ.
You went to go down the street and come back on before he's on mute.
Okay, right. Next one. Now, people going on about this breakfast saved at the World Cup. Now,
On Tony's thing, on Tony's background.
remember,
Oh, what the fuck?
Apple
What
juice.
sandwich is that?
it's
Donut.
Qatar World Cup Fan Village breakfast for all travelling fans.
Fucking hell, I wouldn't fill it. It's water.
What sandwich is that?
It doesn't tell you what kind of sandwich it is.
That's why I'm saying no, because I don't know what the hell it is.
Who says yes? Who says no to that?
No.
No, I
No,
don't know what it is.
no.
Okay, fair play. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It could be. God knows what it could be. Right, next one.
No, the other one was better. No, that burger was better.
Yeah, 'cause that's saved
I would
at the
have
World Cup as well. That was between Netherlands and Senegal, and that £8 for that as well.
What is it?
The burger.
It's a burger.
Fucking hell. No.
Duh.
Right, next. Okay, so yes, I'm guessing that's a no.
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 I've heard that burger before.
Okay, right, next. Right, this is the next one.
Ooh, Was that bacon or onions?
Well, that has got bacon in it.
What is it with bacon?
It's called a double smash burger with bacon at Beverly Town.
Mm.
The the burger looks a bit runny.
It's quite greasy, isn't it?
Yeah, the bun as well. You see the size difference between the top and the bottom. The bun. Fucking hell. I would probably say no. If someone bought it for us, I'll eat it, but I realistically would say no. If I was paying for it.
Okay, fair play. That's no problem. Who said yes? What did anyone else think?
No.
Nah.
Okay, fair play. Right, next one.
That's me cock.
Oh.
Cheese dog
at Crusaders FC.
What the fuck? That lonely cheese slice in the middle. The lonely. Just looks so lonely.
£3.50.
No.
It looks like Steve Bruce has just expanded.
Okay. So you said no to that one.
Yeah, definitely
no.
Okay, right. Next one.
What the fuck? What sauce is that?
Oh, what's that?
Right,
Oh.
that looks like ketchup, mate.
What kind of sauce is that?
It looks
I
like
think it's
ketchup to
brown.
me.
It's not brown.
It's one of the two. Right, this one.
No. What the fuck is it? Looks
It's
on a bloody flatbread.
Right, it's a pizza dog in Nottingham Forest for £6.50.
Nah.
Yes or no?
Nah.
No.
It looks rank.
Is that garlic sauce in the middle of it?
That'll be the cheese on top of it.
No, it looks like ejaculation, that.
Nah.
Okay. I'm guessing you've said no to that one. Okay, right, next one.
Oh, yes. Ooh.
Chicago Fire, but they've got nachos in them.
Is that ice cream?
It is, yes.
I was thinking of
I
that.
have the ice cream minus the nachos, thank you very much. I'm not like inbreaded, I mean, come on.
Nachos and ice cream. How much does that cost? $12 for that? Bloody hell.
I'll
Not
just have
bad.
ice cream. Why nachos are in?
Exactly.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
ice cream, but not nachos.
Yeah, I agree. I would have without. That's a bit of a strange combo.
I didn't know you could have red Doritos.
Hmm?
I didn't know you could have red Doritos.
I don't know what. They might not be Doritos. They're just some kind of nachos, but with ice cream.
Nachos, nachos, whatever. Does it look practically the same?
Mm-hmm. Yes or no?
No.
No.
No. I mean, nachos and ice cream together? Really? Okay, right,
That's
next
just
one.
Americans are a lot.
Right, next one, and this doesn't look appetizing at all, I've got to tell you.
Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Oh.
Is that a chili dog?
Yes, it is.
No.
It
And
just
that's
looks
good.
like someone's just threw up in there.
And they're giggling to something on it.
Chili dog at the Accor Stadium in Sydney. £6 for that. Would you believe it?
No.
No.
I wouldn't be paying
mean-
£6 for it.
I mean, it just looks like someone's just been sick in there as well, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Who else said yes? Who else said no for that one?
No.
Okay,
No.
right. There's that hot dog which I Like Coffee was on about. Saved at Newcastle.
Look at the size of that bun.
What? Is that Newcastle?
Yep.
Look at the size of that bloody hot dog. No wonder it's in Newcastle because they're still serving bloody Steve. They're still serving Steve Bruce's cheap flipping hot dogs.
Logs.
It looks like shite.
I was guessing all of you are saying no for that, even though it's saved on.
No.
Looks like someone just
Resounding no.
ran to the toilet. Looks like someone's just run into the toilet and just picked a lump of shite and just hid it in a flipping hot dog.
God almighty. So I'm guessing you've said no to that.
No.
Okay. How many you got? We got 3 left now. So this is the next one.
Oh,
Spicy
Oh,
pulled
God.
pork. The spicy
No.
pulled pork roll at New Mills FC for £5.50.
no.
Nope.
Nope.
Anyone else say no to that? Okay. So that was a no from everyone for that one. Okay, right. The next second last one.
No. That's grim. They couldn't even
Cheesy.
they couldn't even bloody warm the cheese though.
Cheesy chips at Cambridge United for £3.50.
No.
So you've said no to that one. Right, and this is the last one.
Probably would I. Minus the beer, I would have
Probably.
lemonade instead or water.
Not drink chippers, do you?
No.
Yes to that. No to the beer.
Okay. Who else? Yes or no?
Yes, but without the drink. Because I'm
Do you
not
not
a
drink
big
as well?
alcohol drinker as well. Nah.
Okay, that's-
Well, on an odd few times, but not much.
All they say I'll have a drink now is probably Christmas and New Year.
Fair play, okay. Right, that is the picks for today. So let's just rattle through the comments and see
It's coming to be good.
what people have said. Gary says no from me, no. Check Insta says it's about time. I'll have a look in a moment. Looks like Chipper's Pizza. I like seafood, I'll take that.
Oh,
Sam,
wrong.
there's no need for you to go into detail, mate. Yes to the burger. It's about time says lick the bacon man going, what's wrong with you? You just don't like bacon, do you, Gordon?
Nah. That burger, I'll take the bacon off and eat the burger.
Looks like I like how he says looks like a food box for my 5-year-old's birthday party. Oh God, it's about time. Chippers, you had your teeth done looking like Ryland tonight.
No.
I love it. Looks like there are crickets and roaches in that burger.
Mhm.
Can't get much better cheese dogs at the burger van. Yeah. Sausage festival, all shapes and sizes. Fuck me, that looks like Crouchy's having a bath. Oh, that looks like looks colourful. That is. Oh, those beans look alive and swimming in that sauce. Oh, KFC crumbs in a bun. Why can't go and have bacon? He just doesn't like bacon. How much for that meal? I think it was for the biggest chips in the beer. That was about £13 odd. But still, tell you what, I'll have to check me Insta what this what It's About Time said to us. Just gonna have a look what's About Time said us. What apparently said it was on. What he said it was on Instagram. Just bear with me while I have a look. Right, I'm just gonna get me full screen, yeah. Oh my! Look at this! Oh yes! There you go, Archer.
No. Oh my God.
Wow, that's brilliant, Liam.
Send us that, will you? If you
Okay,
can.
hold on. Right, hold on. Wow, loving it. I've just I've just said that to you now, quickly, Archer. Right, there you go, and you've got it now.
Right, no worries.
Well, let's get to the next part of the show, and how much it says Gordon is a Muslim. Oh, that's a bit harsh, Liam. Right. I mean, we've got to talk about this man.
A Muslim. Bloody
Hold
hell.
on. I mean, hold on. I just need to get me off full screen. Yeah, right there, Chippers.
He looks traumatized.
Something's in my head. I can't get it out, and I'm laughing at it.
Which one?
No, just something my mate said was earlier. I was in my head, and just right into something. I can't get it out.
Oh God. Right. We've got to talk about this man here because his Man U career is now officially over. I think you could tell Chibbers in his time as a Man United after his interview, it was done. Wait till he recovers from his hectic there. Laugh.
Oh, God.
You recovered there, Chibbers?
What? Sorry, I thought my mic was off.
Not still. Very good. Chibbers, I mean, Ronaldo, you knew when he did that interview with Piers Morgan, Chibbers, he was going to be. He's not.
He's gone.
I mean, we'll go to you, Mason, about Ronaldo. I mean,
I just stop laughing at Chippers, man.
Take a breather, Chippers.
Going out with.
I'm crying here.
I think he's
2 seconds. I thought we might go on mute.
okay. Then.
Jesus Christ, man.
He's on mute now. I think he's on. Chivers is on mute now. So there you are. Well, let's start with you, Mason. Then Ronaldo, his time as a Man United was going to be up when he gave that interview, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Chivers has lost it in the background. What kind of Giaro?
I mean, going on with Ronaldo, I think he basically cost his career at Man United with saying that. I mean, I don't know why he doesn't like Ten Hag, because for what he's done with Ajax was just unbelievable with the young cast he brought in, and somehow, and then because the main priority is because they didn't qualify for the Champions League, and with certainty whether he will come in as manager, which club he'll go to, and I mean, and then first off the season, his form hasn't been good.
No.
And somehow he's went to Piers Morgan to tell him about what's been happening behind the scenes of Man United.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
I think what happens in the club to stay in the club.
yeah. I mean, Archer, where does he go to next, Ronaldo?
Ronaldo. I don't even know.
You recovered now, Chippers.
I think so. That just when something my mate said was earlier, and I didn't laugh at it, and I was thinking about it now, and that make like I can't stop laughing because there's just something that happened at work the other week. That's all, and he just reminded us of it the day, and I was gone. Like it happened at work, and I just couldn't stop.
Yeah.
Oh, I told about Ronaldo. So I
Yeah.
don't know where he'll go. I think he'll go to America next.
It's a possibility.
Well, him and his
America
agent,
or
him and his
sport.
agent, he's the next
He's got
destination
into
plan.
Miami where Beckham is.
Could do.
Chipper speaking, man.
I mean, do you know his career at Man United was going to be over when he did that interview?
He doesn't need the money though, does he?
Well, he does, or does he? That's the thing. So he
I
doesn't.
think
need the money
Sinclair
at all.
I think Sinclair be disappointed that he's lost his best player.
Control Chipper says, I like coffee. Must have been a good joke earlier. Breathe in, breathe out, Chippers. Laughter is contagious.
I'm all right now, thankfully.
Ronaldo should retire. He's really dog shit, says Joe Linton. Well, he hasn't got the pace for the Premier League now, that's it.
Nope.
Made me day this, says it's about time. We don't need Ronaldo, we have Rolando Aarons, but we don't have him anymore.
We used to.
Yeah, we used to, yeah.
Injury prone now.
Chelsea favourites for his next destination at the minute. He should be going to another Premier League. He should be going to another Premier League club at all.
Not us.
Loves it at Newcastle.
I mean, I don't know where he ends up. I mean, there was talks of a club in Saudi Arabia, possibly, but I've heard.
He's 37 years old and they're giving him a 3-year deal.
I mean, it should be the Premier League from. That's all I'm going to say. I like obviously. I think Ronaldo's agents already have a destination for him. That's why he pushed for the exit with the Piers interview. You can tell he wanted out of the club, didn't he?
Yeah. I agree with that. I think him and his agents definitely got a destination.
Yeah, and apparently it's actually playing the Saudi club he's been linked with.
Al Hilal.
Al Hilal, yeah. That's right, yes. I mean, could he go there?
He doesn't really need to prove anything, does he, really?
Or do you think he should just hang his boots up and just retire altogether now?
No, here's he go.
He should. Because 37.
He definitely does not need the money.
Declining. The thing is, right, I'm not going to have that team where he's been linked with in Saudi Arabia, of course. N'Golo, Vieto, who plays for Atletico and Sporting and Fulham. Who do we got else? Kayalo, who plays for Watford. Yep. Matthias Pereira, and that's it.
Absolutely.
So he's got some notable players he's going to be playing with.
It's about time. Liam says should be going to a therapist. The helmet can't accept the fact he's getting old and won't play every minute or every game. The talent is still there, and I'd obviously take him, but his attitude's crap. I'm sorry, I wouldn't be taking him at all.
You should go back to sport.
Yep. And I like how he says, what's this news about Klopp and Newcastle that John mentioned in this video? Oh. Yeah, apparently Klopp's now becoming sort of Mr. Teeth, which I like to call him now, or we like to call him now. Why has he become so obsessive with Newcastle, Jurgen Klopp?
I'm not anything.
Apparently, I think the Chronicle reported it.
Why are they reporting it? Just let him crack on. No one
Exactly.
cares.
Is John not saying that because he's a Man United fan and with the rivalry with Man United and Liverpool? Come on.
You know
I mean,
what? When he done that video earlier, I was surprised his missus wasn't in the background in that bloody dressing gown again.
Oh god. I mean, they've got to come is why is Klopp becoming so obsessive with us now?
Oh,
Money.
because he's rattled. He knows fine well we're going to overtake them eventually.
And
And
all
obviously
these
the fact that their owners want to possibly sell, Man U's owners want to sell, and he thinks that the owners that are coming in to replace the Liverpool ones that he's already got might be like a Mike Ashley type and think, all my assets will have to go, and then I'll have to go.
mm-hmm.
But
Money.
are they selling because we know that they know that we're going to overtake them, and that is the Super League dead? You know, that could be the theory that the Super League's gone and not coming back, and that's it.
And the thing is, right, he's going. I think he's known as well that us and Man City are going to be up there every season in the top two. You've got to think of that as well. Us and Man City being up there every season.
Yeah. The fact is like it all started when we got our takeover. That's where it all started from. With Klopp.
No.
But anyway, speaking to
What
Klopp, get
Klopp?
those comments in about him. If you want to get those comments in about his pearly whites and all that, get them in there. God almighty.
What Klopp needs to realise is, in the time we had one takeover, they had two. So they had they've had two owners in the space of the time we've had our one takeover.
Yep,
What's he
you're
complaining about? He's
It's
been
about
backed.
time.
He's on a nice contract.
Yeah.
What's his problem?
Labe says it's Ronaldo is guaranteed goals, so I would 100% take him. It's a
No.
no-brainer, in my opinion, even if it was for 6 months. Imagine what this team would live from him, and he could also get the goals for your UEFA Champions
No,
League.
he's a too self-centered individual that only cares about himself.
And his attitude's wrong as well. And the fact is, we've had far too many players of them as well in the past. We don't want that now. Look what Eddie Howe's done. He's changed the attitude of those players. I like obviously says Mike Ashley to buy Liverpool.
Oh.
Well, we know he's bought the Coventry City Stadium, but he doesn't own that club. All he's done is just bought the stadium.
Oh my gosh, Lou.
Yeah.
No.
He's just bought the stadium for Coventry.
Yeah, he has. He's just bought the stadium. He hasn't bought the full club itself.
What happened with Derby?
Well, that didn't happen, did it?
Oh.
Gary says we have already take over Liverpool as we are above them in the table, Sam, mate.
Well, no, but I mean permanently. We'll be permanently ahead of them. We'll not be, it'll not be like a one-off. It'll be a case of we will be first or second every season. It'll be us and Man City just fighting out for this league eventually.
Yep. I like obviously.
Peter, I'm gonna shoot. So I've got something. I've still got my chips from me takeaway to have. I've just remembered.
No problem, Chippers. Good to see you again. And
Just having us back on.
That's it,
Chippers.
Take care, man. Yeah. That's Chippers. Liam says the Ronaldo shades would fund a world-class player. The fans don't want him though. Majority of fans
because he knows what he said about what he said about Man United. Simple as.
I mean, but the fact is, if he wants to come, he doesn't get ahead of Wilson or Isak for me. He doesn't get ahead of Miggy. and he doesn't get ahead who's out on the left as well, i.e. whether it's Joe Linton, whether it's ASM, whether it's Murphy. So that's the thing. Can a club function without the stadium? Basically, Coventry will have to rely on Mike Ashley to play in their own stadium. Possibility. Oh, Mason's gone with there. But the fact is, with Ronaldo, he would be asking for too much wages, and Newcastle, the one pays stupid wages. Oh, he's back in, Mason. I mean, he would be asking for stupid wages, and we wouldn't give them that.
Like Newcastle wouldn't even attempt to buy Ronaldo, like, because you'd be asking for too much money, and like we wouldn't give him it.
No,
The fact he's what, 37, 38 now.
Yep.
Like, what's the point in signing a player like that? Like, Ronaldo was brilliant. He was brilliant in the better days with Man United when he was just a kid. When he first signed for Man U, he was unstoppable. But like his second spell at Man United, he's just horseshit.
Yeah.
He's too old. He's just too old.
Ronaldo's shirt sales would only be from Ronaldo fans. It's about time. 75 minutes played. Wilson is injured. Isak is out. On the bench goes Ronaldo. Who are you bringing on? Wages are out the window now, lads. We're not Ashley daydreams anymore. Dream. Well, that is true, but would Newcastle want to pay those wages?
Probably not.
That's where you got to wonder as well.
No.
Even Eddie Howe says he wouldn't have them as well. But look at what we're doing with some of our current players we've got, making them better. Lots of noise, I think. I just saw Mason's side, so. But
oh no, it's me internet.
Oh, you want something, Mason?
It's me internet.
All right, that's no problem. So, but none of you would take Ronaldo, would you?
No.
No, finished completely.
I mean, he needs to come away from the Premier League now. That's the thing, and he's done his time there now, so that's the thing. Oh, Mason's gone again.
No.
Tony's having internet problems at the moment as well, which is why he's not popped on as well at the moment. So, which is why Tony's not popped on as well. So, but go back to England, Archer.
No.
Are we good? Do you think we are going to beat Wales?
I've got to. Like, there's no doubt about it. We've got to beat Wales because Wales want to give us a go. They want to try and beat us. But then the USA probably want to try and but the USA probably want to beat Iran to go through.
Yeah, absolutely.
But like, if USA beats Iran, that's taking them on to 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
And if Wales beat us, then both England and Wales are sitting on 4 points. But then it's all down on goal difference, you see. But I think we've got a better goal difference because we scored 6.
Wahab, yes. That's the thing. So, but
So
it's
I'd be happy if we just beat Wales and finish top of the group.
I mean, it's the fact is, well, if we go into the knockout stages, who we come up against, and
Yeah.
it's if we come unstuck against these teams.
Like the knockout stages are not gonna be easy. But like I said here, if we go through, we'll end up playing Holland, Senegal, or Ecuador. Now, Holland for me, Holland are very dodgy.
Yep.
And they've beaten us before.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, well, much with me. He's got 24 goals last season, all Cubs, including 2 hat-tricks in the Premier League. I still don't want Ronaldo. I'm sorry. Even David says I would take Eddie doesn't want him. Eddie doesn't want people with rotten attitude in the football club. I think Iranis VOC will be a draw. If that happens and we win, we top the group and Iran comes second. Tangi says, I just want the World Cup to finish. It's been boring and overrated so far. To be honest, I've not been excited with this World Cup. I really haven't. I don't get, as I've said, why it clashed with the current football season. I just do not know why.
Yeah.
That's the reason. Why did it have to clash with the current football season?
No, like we all know World Cup is always set in the summer after the Premier League games are fit once the season's finished.
Yeah.
But like it's just crazy how they've decided to pick Qatar and end up decided to play the World Cup rough like in the winter, like in November.
Yeah, absolutely.
So once the Premier League games kick off again, the games will not be finished until like you're talking roughly about the end of May.
It's going to be around about then. We know that.
But like, we all know why they've decided with Qatar, and Sepp Blatter's the one that's just decided to do that, and it's all for the money.
Yep. That's what it came down to, was money. That was the thing. I think Wales have to beat England by 4 goals or more. Yeah, absolutely. Probably expect a defensive display against Wolves. I mean, if that happens, Southgate, he's got to be fired. Whether we progress or not, he has to go. If we persist with this negative attitude in a football match, he's got to be gone. Simple as that. And Lawrence says it's because FIFA are more corrupt than the UFA. I actually agree with that. FIFA, they're absolutely corrupt as anything now. They just don't have a clue anymore. Yeah. I just love the memes from this World Cup. Yeah. A team that has excited me, says Tangy, is Saudi Arabia. At least they try and have a go for the full 90 minutes, win, lose, or draw. I agree with that, definitely. Saudi Arabia have given a go in this tournament. Yes, I know they lost today against Poland, but look what they did to Argentina in their first game. They won 2-1. And that was the thing, so they were. And Gary says, same, yeah, Peter, can't wait till it's finished. I can't actually wait till it's finished. Because at the minute, I've been so used to watching my club, well, Archers, our club, do so well, sitting third in the Premier League table for a reason, because how we're played, look what Eddie Howe's done with this side, rather than watch this World Cup. Even the fans are coming out and saying all that. Arsenal fans are saying the same as well. That they will watch their team who was sitting top of the Premier League table, watch their side in this World Cup as well. I mean, would you see you being excited by this World Cup much, Archer? Or not really?
Not really. It's been a bit dull.
I mean, you know, when you go into like, whether it's the World Cup or the Euros, you get that excitement. No, you get to watch some football during the summer before the Premier League restarts. This time, they've clashed it with the current football season. And fans are just disappointed.
Yeah.
So disappointed. Because when it comes to next summer, there's going to be no competition on.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. And the fact is, coming off the win against Iran, and we put on that absolute dross yesterday against the USA of all teams.
Yeah.
And we just play and turn up like dross, play utter dross football. I mean, do you say it reminded you of Steve Bruce football? Because it certainly did with me.
Yeah.
Too many sideways, backwards passing. Spain v Germany tomorrow. James were poor against Japan. I could see Spain beating them. And that means Germany will be crushing out the competition completely.
Yeah.
I could see Spain winning that. Spain, they stuck 7 past Costa Rica.
Yep.
Spain are going to win that. And that means Germany are going to be heading out the competition mathematically.
Yeah.
Because look what Japan did to them. Showed them how it was done in the end. So, and there you are. Yeah, guys, we've just got about. Just read this comment from Gary. I bet fans all over the world are pissed off with this World Cup, lads. Yeah, would you agree with that? Because I think the majority of them are.
Aye.
I mean, they kind of go what they normally like to do during this time. Watch their club, whether it's home or away, play week in, week out. But yeah, when it comes to the World Cup, not all the fans have gone over there.
Yeah.
But the ones over there that went there had to pay all that money, all the accommodation, the tickets for the games as well. And yet they go out and watch dross performances like that from England.
Yeah.
I mean, what did you make of the comments from Southgate after full time as well?
Well, I don't know. I only watched the match. I didn't even hear what his comments after the game was.
I mean, one of them, he's on about why Foden didn't play. And to me, it was a ridiculous comment that he come out with about that.
Why Phil Foden didn't play?
Apparently, because he think it wouldn't have suited him in the middle.
He's played in the middle before. Like Foden's more of like attacker.
Yes, he normally plays out wide for City, but why can't he play in the middle still, like for England?
I know.
I mean, and not to mention, he's on about the booing at full time. Well, I've said the fans are going to boo if they're watching shite like that.
You know.
Draws in Croatia v Canada, Cameroon v Serbia, and South Korea v Ghana. Possibility. Serbia playing okay against Brazil. Think they will go through with Brazil. I mean, Brazil are looking good in this tournament as well.
No, they are.
I mean, even if Bruno didn't come on, they're still looking good. The 2 goals from Richarlison in particular, wow. Particularly the second one he scored, brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely brilliant that was, I've got to admit. So, just read that one for. Yeah, guys, we've got just around about 50 minutes left of the show. So, again, if you are enjoying, please do hit that thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button. Of course, if you're new to the channel or if you're enjoying the content and you're not yet subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button because it really, really does help grow the channel, definitely. Please do hit that notification bell as well because it will let you know of any live shows and any recorded videos that have been uploaded to the channel as well. Feel free to donate. We do have Super Chat available. Feel free to as well to become a member as well for just 99p as well for a month. So hit the join button next to the subscribe button and you can become a member of the channel as well. And of course, the link's still pinned in the live comments. If you'd like to get yourselves on for the last part of the show, feel free to do so. I mean, Brazil do usually drop points at some point in the group stages, so probably shouldn't be surprised if it's against Switzerland on Monday. I think they're going to beat Switzerland, I've got to admit. I think they're definitely going to beat Switzerland, in my opinion. As I mentioned, they look so good at the moment. I mean, Richarlison played well. That junior who plays for Real Madrid looks quality as well. Martinelli, when he came on, looked well. Jesus did well when he came on as well. So that's why I can see Brazil beating Switzerland. Foden can also play as a false 9, centrally between 9 and 10. Exactly, he can. But yet, dickhead Southgate doesn't want to do that, doesn't want to try that. I mean, it's just mind-boggling. It really is. I just don't get it. I really just don't get it at all. Keep the comments coming in, guys. Excuse me there. Try to get rid of these food pictures now. Qatar already out the tournament and haven't played Netherlands yet. I mean, Qatar were never going to qualify in the knockout stages, were they? I mean, I watched them in the games and they were so poor to watch.
They were.
I mean, particularly in the first game. And they were Ecuador just showed them how it was done.
No.
It just pretty much showed them how it was done. It was just that easy for them. And because Qatar have lost both games, there's no way they can qualify throughout the rest of this tournament now. So that's the thing. I mean, this is a... wait till this comment comes in, but Ty's just going to send in a comment here. Saudis were hard done by the day. Yes, the way. I totally agree. Tangy says, I mean, if Kane drops deep, you could put Wilson up top while Kane drops back. Could you do that?
Maybe.
Or do you think you should rest Kane altogether for Tuesday?
Like, for me, he's got to rest Kane. Like, first two opening games I've seen watching Kane play, it's just like can't be asked. Like, I would play Wilson.
Oh, you would.
Like, he knows where the back of the net is.
He does. And yet Southgate completely ignores him yesterday.
Yep.
I mean, again, I just don't get this manager at all.
Doesn't.
I really don't anymore. It looks like he's just making it up as he goes along now, which is the thing. Glad Qatar failed, says them right for buying the hosting rights and their treatment of the people that helped build the stadiums. Absolutely, yes. I mean, go back to the treatment of the people building those stadiums, working 16-hour shifts a day, something like that. And if they complain about anything at all, fired. Or if they come from another country, they're deported back to the country where they've come from. It's absolutely shocking that. I think they scored their first ever World Cup goal, though, so I guess it's a win for them in their own way. Aye. For the last round of games, I currently have Holland, England, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, and France to win. We all know Wilson drags players around by the runs he makes. Absolutely, he does. You know, when you see him play for Newcastle, our team, when he drags players around with the runs he makes, which he relies on his teammates to do that for him.
Yeah.
And yet Southgate didn't even think about that yesterday. But yet he's been watching our last few games, 2 or 3 games, or how many games it was.
I know.
And ignores him completely yesterday.
It's awful.
White Trout says Wilson was needed against USA. His physical presence might have set the Yanks. Absolutely, I agree with that. It could have well done that. But Southgate being Southgate, nah. He says, I'll bring an attacking midfielder off in Bellingham and replace him with a defensive one, i.e. Jordan Henderson.
He is awful. Jordan Henderson is awful. I'm sorry to say this, but like, why pick Jordan Henderson when you got this other midfielders out there? Like,
again, it's one of Southgate's favourites.
But Jordan Henderson, like, has literally passed it. Like, it just can't.
His time in international football's done for me.
Like,
I mean, the lad's 32 years of age as well.
Like, Southgate could have picked Jared Bourne for his example.
The thing is, Bourne's been so poor for West Ham this season. He's had a very poor season. Ward-Prowse, to me, should have got called up.
Yeah.
You like him for his set pieces. Maybe not had the best seasons for Southampton, but you rely on him from his set pieces a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Does he get a look in? That's the thing. Wilson was needed. I've just read that one. Why he brought Rashford to that tournament is beyond me too. I think Rashford's had a decent season at Man United so far lately. But, you know, look what he did when he come on against Iran. Score within about the game was calling out for Wilson the same way Tom Hanks called out in the Castaway movie. Absolutely, yes. Gary says Southgate has learned nothing from watching Newcastle attack and play, lads. By that, he probably hasn't. I mean, it sounds like Southgate's learned nothing from the Newcastle games, does it? Watching Trippier, watching Wilson, Pope, Trippier. Pope hasn't played at all. Trippier has played at right back, fair play. But Wilson, why didn't he use him yesterday, which is what you wonder. Madison would have been a good option as well, yes, but shame the bloke's injured at the moment still. We need someone like him back as well. Look how where he's been performed for Leicester City this season. I would love him in a Newcastle shirt.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's fit soon because Tiger says when he put Henderson on, it was like shut up shop, sell for the draw. Exactly. That's why I just do not get it from this manager at all. I'm sick of people coming out and says, "Oh, but he got the semi-final of the last World Cup and he got to the final of the Euros." Yes, but what happened in both those games? We bottled it completely. That is the thing I'm going to say. You can all come out and say, "Oh, but he got to the semi-final of the last World Cup and in the final of the Euros." Yes, but what happened in those finals? In those games, we bottled both of them. Croatia after extra time losing 2-1. Italy, we were shite on penalties. We sat back as well. That's the thing. And yesterday was just rubbish, man. Absolute rubbish. And it just may happen that Southgate might not be a lucky man this time and get as far as he has done in the past 2 tournaments. There you are. Not to mention, the UEFA Nations League previously was a complete and utter farce as well. We got relegated to the next division down from there. Tudza, he says, quicker England get humped and sent home, the better. Well, again, there's a lot of fans who are just so disappointed at the moment. They really are. Raheem Sterling just runs into people now and loses the ball. He is so poor now, overrated. I mean, what did you make of his performance yesterday?
Who's?
Sterling's.
Sterling. I think it was a bit quiet.
I mean, it wasn't great, was it?
No.
I mean, apart from Maguire, who else could you say were at their best yesterday?
I would probably say Bellingham.
Pickford, I didn't think put a foot wrong as well. I mean, if he didn't get fingertips onto that Pulisic shot, that was going to go in. But he managed to get his fingertips and tip it onto the bar. Okay. And the fact is, you could see how many times he was getting so annoyed with some of his players not tracking back, not doing the job they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Which I think is actually good from him for doing that. Because he gets so annoyed as well. Woolgate was gifted the semi-final and final gifted, for fuck's sake. I actually agree with that. Do you think? I mean, look at the. Let's go back let's go back to the 2018 World Cup. Tunisia just got past them 2-1. Panama 6-1. Okay, fair play. We absolutely wiped the floor with them. Belgium we lost, although we made a few changes, but we already qualified through there anyway.
Yeah.
Colombia had to go to penalty shootout for that game.
Yeah.
Which we should have completely done that in 90 minutes. After that, Sweden, okay, fair play. We showed them how it was done in that game. But when it come to Croatia, we couldn't do it over 90 minutes, and they score a second right into the extra time, and we couldn't find an answer to get back into that game. There you are. Now let's go to last year's Euros. First game, Croatia. It was a 1-0, but I thought we deserved that. The Scotland game was absolutely boring as fuck, as anything. That was a drab game as well. The Czech Republic game, we only just scraped through in that game as well. Germany, okay, fair play. We showed them how it was done as well. The same with Ukraine as well. We showed them how it was done as well. Denmark just scraped past them when Kane missed that penalty, but he got the rebound, even though I didn't think that was a penalty, I've got to admit.
Right.
Imagine if that went to a penalty shootout. I think we would have been sent out of the competition at that rate. But when it came to the biggest part of the game, the final of all places, we scored, we went 1-0 up. But what did we do throughout the rest of the game? We sat back, invited the pressure, and we let Italy back in the game. They get an equaliser. And we just couldn't find a way, and we just couldn't find an answer to get back and get us back in the front, in the lead. We took it to penalties, and we were absolutely useless on penalties. Kane, Maguire scored all the penalties. When it came to Rashford, Sancho, and Saka, all three missed. What's what happened. The Wales game could be interesting. It could be Woolgate high. Not many news articles calling out Kane's poor performance. It was shocking. He was slow to anything, and he offered nothing. Craig's, who's actually a Sunderland fan, but he's come out with a good point. Southgate played for the draw. Henderson come on to control midfield, which certainly did not happen. Laser beams against Denmark too. Yes, absolutely. Does anyone remember them as well? the laser beams in the game against Denmark.
Aye.
And I like Coffee says, I miss watching Newcastle play. So am I. I really am as well. I miss knowing to get up on that morning on a match day, know I'm going to see me mates before the game, having a few drinks, go and watch my team play, which I'm a season ticket holder for as well, which what I'll be doing this time of the month as well. And so far, we miss that. And I agree with I like Coffee. We certainly missed that as well, definitely, as well. Right, that's it for tonight's show. We're going to wrap it up there. So just before you go, Archer, what's your thoughts of the game against Wales on Tuesday?
I reckon England just need to just give them a go. Like, I can't see it being like 3-1, 6. I can't see them scoring 6 goals past them. Like, I reckon Wales will give us a go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say 2-1.
2-1, so it's going to be a tight game. And I've said I'm going to say it's going to be a scrappy 1-0 victory.
Aye.
I mean, that's what I think it could be, so we'll see. Well, thanks so much for coming in, man.
Aye.
See you on the next show.
Actually, that drop.
Oh, man. Okay. Right, I'll just rattle through these comments before I wrap it up. Right, PD Archibald, England to win, surely. Lovely, yes. 2-0 losses going Craig, fair play, but I've just gone for a scrappy 1-0 win at the moment. Again, because it goes back to the Euros last year, it was a scrappy 1-0 win against the Czech Republic as well. So there you go. But anyway, as I mentioned, that is it for tonight's show. As well, again, if you have enjoyed, please do hit the thumbs up. Please do hit that subscribe button. Of course, if you're new to the channel, if you join the content, not yet subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button. Please hit the notification bell as well. It will let you know of any live shows I am doing definitely, or any videos that have been uploaded to the channel as well. So you can still donate to the channel as well. So feel free to do so as well. And feel free to, again, become a member for just 99p a month. So just click the join button if you would like to become a member of the channel as well. Wales beat England. Could England get knocked out? Possibility. It all depends on the goal difference. So that's the thing. So here we are. Yes, if they win 4-0. So Wales have got to win 4-0 against us if they are going to have if we are going to be crashing out the competition. But if we get through, okay, but it's how we do in the last 16. And it all depends on the attitude as well going into it. As well, that is the thing. But if we go in persistent with this negative son attitude, we may as well just say goodbye to the World Cup, the rest of the competition completely, because it's just not on. It's just not acceptable. In Southgate, he has to go if we persist, continue playing with this shite attitude and playing with drab performances like that, which we witnessed yesterday completely. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tonight. For those who joined in and those who just tuned in the live chat as well. So, but anyway, guys, hope you have enjoyed the rest of your weekend. Next time you see me will probably be the preview, of course, for the Wales game, which will either be tomorrow or it'll be Monday. So, I'll let you know when that is happening out. So, until next show, guys, I shall catch you all later. Take care of yourselves. Good night, everyone.